We talking about Jack Doherty again? What's he doing this time? Is he crashing out because he ain't got no more money? I think so. Let's go. Jack Doherty is now desperate after destroying his career. From a Tozy.
It's safe to say this pathetic excuse of an IRL streamer is now desperate after destroying his career and losing his now ex-girlfriend, as he's now doing more and more reckless
Oh, I didn't know about that. Probably because he ain't got no money and she was a gold digger.
stuff in the name of content and I guess getting back the attention of his ex-girlfriend. Jack Doherty just casually live streamed himself breaking into someone else's house because I guess harassing people for content doesn't cut it anymore.
What the fuck? He gets robbed. Now he's breaking into people's houses. He's just fully ingrained in the gangsta culture, ain't he? At least that's what he thinks, probably.
More.
Sorry, little house security camera. Oh, wait, maybe this isn't good, Jack. Oh, wait, yeah, maybe not.
What?
Maybe not. His camera. Oh. There we go.
Bold move to do that in Florida. I swear, this dude is just inching closer and closer to Darwinism by the day.
Yeah, these people, they keep doing all this stupid shit. They're nuisances. He's a nuisance streamer. And eventually they're all just gonna get arrested. Is he getting arrested for this? Did he get arrested for this? Is this real? Is any of this real? Did he actually break into somebody's house?
But after dodging any real consequences for years, Jack's new strategy is, I guess, to just outright livestream himself committing felonies. However, today's video isn't just about like one stupid decision. There's a handful of stuff to talk about.
Oh, great. Of course there is. All right, well, let's consume the chaos.
So first, what happened? Well, Jack is now back in Florida, and on May 10th, 2025, during one of his streams outside, he decided to make a small visit to the neighborhood of the house that he used to rent in 2021, which is now someone else's home.
What the fuck, dude? Like, are you serious? That's like me breaking into my childhood home, being like, I used to live here, and the family just standing around like, what the fuck is happening? Who are you? Why are you in my house?
I used to walk here all the time, and I'd be like, ooh, dude, this is Michael, were you friends with me at this house? I've been here. I would wear all my jewelry, no security guard, be a drunk ass. I don't remember half the nights, like I lived at this house and I got so drunk. Just kidding, I wasn't like an alcoholic for like one night, 1 month, like that's it. We had one crazy month, spring break, whatever. But like, bro, no one ever touched me or took my. But I would literally live right here. We would walk here all the time, took Ubers out, but hate country. That was fun. I was like 18. I was 18 when I moved here. Yeah. This is crazy. Yeah. Now I'm 21, 3 years later. I copped the crib in Florida. I should have copped the crib when I moved here. I could have bought my house in cash just using all the rent money I spent the past couple of years being here. But probably could have. So this house that we're going to right now is $10,500 a month in rent. It's not that bad.
Bro, I could not talk to this guy. He just sounds like such a moron. And like everything he talks about is about money. And everything else he talks about, everything else that comes out of his mouth is just fucking retarded.
After he arrives, he talks about his last memories living there, reliving moments, and taking his audience on a tour, showing where the things used to be.
Should we knock on the door?
Yeah, maybe. It's like 10 o'clock. My neighbors on the left side hated me, like right here.
Really?
Right there, they hated me.
Wow, this is crazy.
Guys, like this is my OG house. Looks like no one's living here. No way.
He said nobody lives in it, but Tozy said that somebody did live in it. But it doesn't matter if anybody lives in it or not. If it's not your property, don't fucking go in there.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be so quick to assume that here. I mean, it's nighttime. It's the summer. Sunset's pretty late now. What if it's just a family with young kids that went to bed early?
I lived in this house 3 years ago when I first came to Florida. Yeah.
Who are these crazy people in my yard? You better get out of here, son.
Oh, wait,
Harassing?
no, we're good, alright.
Guys, I moved into this house 3 years ago when I first moved to Florida. And I lived here for like 10 months. And then it flooded on me. And there was a crazy storm, and there was water up to here. Like there was water all the way up to here, and then we would walk. We had to walk out of the house and evacuate with like the dogs and like we were taking the dogs. We'd walk all the way down the road, like a mile down the road.
What the fuck is he talking about? What is this dude talking about? He's just like rambling.
In waist deep of water, not even knowing where we were going because it was just insane. This whole entire neighborhood flooded, except that house. That house didn't get touched. It was elevated.
So at this moment, he believes no one's currently living there. So he decides he's gonna go finesse the fence gate, kind of wrench it open a bit.
And it doesn't matter if anybody was or wasn't living there. If it's not your property, don't go on it. It's pretty simple.
Even though his cameraman reasonably recommends him to absolutely not do that, since, you know, there's cameras everywhere. But he does it anyway.
Sorry, little house.
Security camera. Oh yeah, maybe this isn't good, Jack.
How did I used to get in the gate?
Oh wait, yeah, maybe not.
What?
Maybe not. His camera.
Bro, what are you doing?
This is OD.
This isn't him just being silly. He's live streaming himself breaking into a property. At this point, like, there's just a handful of IRL streamers having one big stupid off. Like, it's just this big game of whoever can do the dumbest thing possible and label it content.
Whoever can do the dumbest thing possible and not get arrested. I don't think he's gonna get arrested. He might know these people. I don't know. Like, if he ran into them or something, maybe they'd be like, oh, hey, what's up, Jack? I'm hoping that's what's happening. If not, this is just like fucking stupid. I mean, it's fucking stupid anyway.
Yeah. Ah. Thank you.
Okay, at this point, it's getting ridiculous. Like, if you're a homeowner looking at the security camera footage, you are 100% thinking you're being robbed. I mean, you have a whole van driver in what you could think could be a getaway vehicle. Pull up, throw a flashlight to them as they're trying to get into your back door. And again, this is happening in Florida. So he was lucky nobody was home, because if they were, things could have gotten real ugly real quick in the name of self-defense.
What are you doing on my lawn?
Oh, it's right there. Look, you see it? Right here, look, up more. It's that right there. That thing to pull.
You're on this side.
It's right here. Check, I'm looking at it. Look, the thing to pull. See it right there?
I thought so. Oh. There we go.
Like, the cameraman was saying, like, hey man, you shouldn't do that. There's cameras everywhere. We're breaking and entering. I'm not gonna stop you. I'm gonna keep filming you and follow you around and everything still.
Yeah, that's not even just trespassing. That would be the case if the gate was open and he just entered the property without the owner's permission.
Yeah, that's straight up breaking and entering, bro.
But the moment he jumped over that gate and unlocked it from the inside, he committed breaking and entering. That right there is a felony in most states, definitely in Florida, classified as a third-degree felony. So after he breaks it open, he takes us on a short little walkthrough of his OG house. And I guess this time from the inside before they all turn around and start running away from there.
Dude, this light's insane. Oh, they're breaking in. Chris, you go first.
No, I'm scared. Like,
This is my old backyard, bro. Look at it.
Oh, they put the net.
Dude, there's stuff back there, like somebody's living there.
Yo, there's a guy at the guest house here. It was fine. I'll jump off the roof into the pool every day. But let's go before we all die. Cool house, alright? Guys, tell me break and enter. We're trespassing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you already did that by spending like 5 minutes trying to open that gate. But that quick shot for the stream is what he committed a felony for. Just this quick little pan. They ran it back and they were like, oh, yeah, I jumped off that roof and into the pool. Remember that, guys? Yeah, it was really cool back in the day.
That's what they committed a felony for. Just be like, hey, yeah, check that out. That was cool. All right, we're committing a felony. Let's get the hell out of here. We're also doing it on camera. Like, it's not public. It's not just your chatters that are watching, bro. It stays on the internet forever.
Well, that's massively absolutely not worth it in my book, and could have easily just been done in a recap. It's not like this guy doesn't have an editor. He could be like, hey, play the clip of me jumping from the roof into the pool, and just like that, you didn't have to commit a felony. Instead, you committed a felony to, I guess, actually, I don't know why he committed a felony.
It's the same with all these streamers. Like, you don't know why they're doing this. It's crazy. Somebody please give me some reasons why they could possibly be doing this. In prison, it is actually a thing where it's called crashing out, where somebody's just getting in trouble on purpose for seemingly no reason. And it's a phenomenon phenomena that people do it all. It's a phenomenon that people do all the time.
For that shot, really? Okay.
Wait, shut that. No, you're good. It's good. Let's go. Sorry.
That's good.
The stupidity of this guy baffles me sometimes. If you want to go down memory lane,
The stupidity of the girl too, who just like followed him and knew it was bad and she was scared. Like, what a fucking bimbo.
by all means, react to your old videos. You have so much footage of you living there. Why aren't you just doing that? Why do you want to break into your old house? I guess Jack is just on a mission to be content for commentary channels forever, because what is this, man? But I guess after sticking
Well, he sees his name online and he's like, well, shit, I must be popular.
around a little more to smoke, he asks his bodyguards to ding dong ditch his old neighbor, because I guess he's still a child. We actually knew this, but still, this guy will not grow up whatsoever. Apparently, he had beef back in 2021 with his old neighbor. Surprise, surprise, this guy has beef with everyone, because apparently nobody ever has a pleasant experience dealing with this guy.
Ding dong ditch. Should I ding dong ditch my old neighbor that hates me?
Yo,
Dude, this guy is such a menace. How do these people get famous?
you deadass shouldn't just hop in the whip.
You think?
Yeah, then we do it.
I'll blame it on Dave. Dave, can you go?
Like, how do they actually have fans? I don't get it. There are people that defend Jack Doherty and Johnny Somali and Vitali. I just can't believe it. I can't wrap my head around it.
Ding dong this one, please. 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 Which one? Right there, right there.
Holy shit, look at that guy's TV, it's huge.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you see it from all over here?
Good, ding dong this one. Look. Right there, shoot him. Every day, chat.
Should we go have a genuine conversation with him though?
Did he just send his security to go ding dong ditch the guy?
Oh, he did it. He did it, rude.
Holy shit, he really just done it. You lied, you dropped his phone, he dropped his phone. They're gonna see you on the ring bell. Cooked on the ring bell.
Right. Okay. So during a conversation with his cameraman while reminiscing about the good old days, the guy suggested, hey, you want to give this neighbor $10,000 for that? But Jack said that he would have done it back when he was making more money.
10K for what? Being a
Yeah.
Alright, bet. That's something I would do.
So,
The jokes. Back when the income was a lot higher, you know?
Wow. He admits it. That he's a failing YouTuber. Wait, is he a YouTuber? Or is he just streaming? I don't know. Does he have a YouTube channel? I have no idea. Well, he's failing. And then he's still crashing out, man. I don't get it. I do not get it.
Would have done that. These days?
It's kind of funny to watch Jack saying stuff like that. I mean, the guy is 21, barely old enough to legally drink, and he's already talking about the glory days of making a bunch of money. But I guess what is kind of ironic is for some reason, after that moment of him essentially stalking the FaZe clan and showing up to their house, they've just been sworn enemies since. I guess that one moment of FaZe reigning.
Wait, that was Jack Doherty? Bro, I forgot that this... I remember this. I remember this happened.
Ignoring him as he drove by Jack in his Audi R8, turned Jack into that kid from The Incredibles who then became a villain.
Fly home, buddy.
That's funny. Syndrome! They should call Jack Doherty Down Syndrome! Because he's retarded.
I work alone.
It tore me apart. But I learned an important lesson. You can't count on anyone, especially your heroes.
Well, we'll get into that shortly. So this brings us to a bigger picture, because remember, Jack's financial situation, as he says, is no longer what it used to be. And there's a very particular reason for that, because his income has lowered recently because, let's remember, McKinley broke up with him. So we think. It seems like it, at least. Who knows? This might all...
Yep, there goes the OnlyFans money. And also the clicks for having a girl around in your videos and in the thumbnail.
just be one massive psyop to promote their OFs. They're definitely playing the long game if that's true, but who knows? You never know with these kind of people. But either way, Jack did not handle it well.
Yeah, they lie and manipulate for money, and they use prostitution for money. They do very stupid and evil things for money, willing to break into people's property for money.
At all.
She just called the cops on me, packed all her, took her car, everything. Insane, bro. I can't believe I dated that for the past 2 years, bro. It doesn't even seem real. She's been plotting this for a minute. This used me for money. For real. For sure. I never thought it would be possible, but it's obvious. It's like no flips like that in 24 hours, changed their passwords to absolutely everything.
The guy essentially had a complete meltdown about how fake girls were, mainly because his income.
Well, he's also incredibly fake. They were using him for his income. Like, even if this is all a psyop, it still holds true that the female is just using him for his income.
Was, you know, it was about to decrease. And he said that he wasn't going to be making the same amount of money anymore.
Girls are the fake it. You guys wouldn't even believe it. I thought everything was okay. Instead of talking to me, this bitch has been plotting the past 24 hours. She changed all of her passwords to all of her social media accounts that I blew the up because she's my girlfriend. Like and she just took evil, bro, evil. She just took 500 grand a month from me. Evil, bro. She's been plotting. She used me the past 2 years to. I can't believe I'm so mad. This is like the last actual real person I thought I had in my life.
Yeah, that's what you get for trying to be an online pimp. I don't feel bad for you. I hope you lose everything, you piece of garbage.
24 hours gone like that.
He said that he abandoned all of his projects because he sacrificed his businesses. Businesses, by the way, consisted of, you know, harassing strangers on the street and then hiding behind his bodyguard. Actually, that was just his hobby. That wasn't even his business. Or, well, I guess he was making some money from it, but more hobby money. His real business was managing OF girls, and he allegedly ditched all these other OF girls to make McKinley his only business.
I believe that would be bottom bitch. I believe that's the term that they use in the pimp world, in the pimped world. What a moron. He actually thought that he was going to be a pimp.
It's so bizarre just calling women businesses like that because, yeah, it's a slippery slope.
It's not really bizarre to call these women businesses because OF models are prostitutes. You know? I don't think that they count as real people.
But essentially, his business was, you know, commoditizing these women's bodies and e-pimping them out. And then to make things even worse, when you realize who watches Jack, kids, that's who's being advertised this crap to. Overall, safe to say, not a fan. Clearly, this breakup is still majorly affecting him, even though he already has a new girl because he keeps complaining about throwing all this money away on his ex-girlfriend.
I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on this girl. I spent 800 days in a row with this girl.
Oh, I spent all this money, I lost. Grow the fuck up, it happens. That's what you get. I'm not sad about it, I'm not mad about it. Fuck her and fuck you too.
And this is how I get treated. Like, what the?
Yeah, dude says all girls are fake and then proceeds to keep throwing money at his current girlfriend.
Yep, all girls are fake. I'm gonna go get a new one. Throw all my money at her.
How much does this one cost? Let's add it up.
You only spent like 6 or 7K at Louis.
I took her to LA. I'm taking her.
How much does this one cost? Are you fucking serious, dude? It's incredible. And like, they both know what's up. Bro, everything's gotta be content with these people. It's insane.
Dubai. I also just sent her like 50K recently. So like about 100K in the first couple of weeks. That's not that bad, right?
I have never seen someone compensate more with money for a lack of personality than this dude.
And when she leaves, he's gonna be like, I lost all this money that I spent on her. That's money lost. Even though he's the one who spent it.
But I guess this whole shtick is like very amped up now because he really needs to show that he still has money now with all these public financial L's he's been taking recently. And he also keeps on saying that he's learned his lesson now.
Yeah, and everybody's making fun of him. Everybody thinks he's a douche. But girls will still see that dollar sign. And they'll be like, well, all publicity is good publicity, right? Yeah, until it comes around and bites you on the ass and you lose everything.
I'm happy that that happened in a way where it's like I learned my lesson in the best possible outcome. Like no one.
No, you didn't. I don't even think he knows what he's talking about. He just knows that he was in a situation and that he has to say something about it. So he's saying something about it. And everybody knows that he's full of shit because all that his mind is focused on is money.
Got like seriously injured. Like
Meanwhile, I mean, he's out here spending $500,000 to buy 2 chains, allegedly, if that's even true, despite his numerous complaints about money and despite confirming that his chain robbery was real and not staged.
Now you got a new chain now.
Yes, sir.
What is that, like princess cut baguettes, or what is, like, what do you call that?
Emeralds and diamonds.
Man, that is insane, bro.
Nobody actually cares. People think that you are a massive tool for buying a necklace like that. And the girls that you're going to attract that are into things like that are completely fake.
Let me ask you this, man. I'm watching the Nelk Boys podcast, and they're basically saying that everything was set up and that it wasn't real and that you were doing it for content. Is that true?
No, it's not true at all. I mean, like, there's a police report. We had a million cops on Rodeo Drive. Like, they shut down a whole entire store just to do, like, the swab my, like, everything and stuff. Like, bro, if we set it up, we would have had the video by now. But it's like we have to go through attorneys and stuff and get the video. It's a whole process and stuff. But I'm going to get the video eventually, and everyone's going to be like, all right, it was real, but...
Even though, I mean, if you look at the comments of my video on that, a lot of people think it's fake, including Nico Linard, who is a famous watch collector, because the thing that set him off was, why was the extremely expensive watch not stolen off his wrist? I don't know. There could be some reasons for it. I think that the chains are just easier to grab. And number two, for someone who doesn't know what Richard Mills are, it could easily look like some watch from Amazon. Let's be real here. If we went to Amazon right here, look, and then we type in Richard Mill lookalike watches. We got this brand right here, Passoy luxury chronograph watch, $37.
Yeah, I don't think that they cared about that. I don't think they knew about the watch. I don't think they cared about the watch. They see a watch and they're like, it's probably not worth anything. Even if it is, it's not worth looking into and trying to find out. But necklaces, we know necklaces. We know chains. Let's get those.
And it looks to an untrained eye absolutely abysmal, but still people could think he was just wearing a $37 watch realistically. But either way, I mean, he claims he didn't have insurance. It seems like he took a massive L there, and he also, like, you know, filed a police report and all that stuff. So for now, we'll take it at face value until something comes out that contradicts that.
Yeah, I'm not taking nothing at face value, actually. I'm going to take everything with a grain of salt. And I think that everything's fake all the time on the internet, so I'm just here to react and not believe anything that I'm seeing.
But, you know, he totally learned his lesson by going out and buying 2 more expensive chains. But the thing he doesn't realize is nobody cares about his chains.
True, except for fake women who don't really care about the chain. They just see the chain and they're like, well, chains cost money. He's got money. What they don't know is it's probably fake.
Get your chain back. Come on, get your chain back, dog.
All right, first of all, those aren't even my chains, but whoever actually robbed me, you can keep them because I just bought 2 new chains for $500,000.
Yep, and now people are gonna try and steal those off you, you fucking idiot. I don't think they're real. He probably bought them from a consignment shop or from Amazon, you know?
So, had to upgrade on them. But yeah, everyone thinks I had insurance on the first 2 chains. I didn't. You know, lesson learned. So I got insurance on these bad boys. Let's go.
But I guess while he goes out and spends an outrageous amount of money on some new chains, the only thing his comments and I guess community is talking about is how another streamer by the name of Lacey took his ex-girlfriend. And
that's fucking fantastic. You love to see it. I bet he's fake as fuck too. Another one of these weird, like, broccoli-haired fuckboys.
that also is really hurting his ego. So I guess this is where the story kind of progresses, but first, who is Lacey? Lacey is Nicholas Fosco. He's a Fortnite streamer who is also a new generation member of FaZe Clan, an esports organization and content creator group that has historically used shared living house space as a hub for content creation and collaboration, known as the FaZe House. But as I mentioned earlier, it seems like Jack's storyline intertwines with the FaZe Clan yet again. The dude showed up uninvited to their house once like he was a 13-year-old fan, and now 8 years later, a FaZe member is dating his ex-girlfriend. So apparently
it all comes full circle. That's what I was talking about. Ouroboros. What comes around goes around. What goes around comes around. Whatever. It's gonna bite you in the ass. What that means.
after this breakup, McKinley moved on and started going on dates with Lacey. And of course, they were very public about it because, you know, this is all set up for content. This is all just one big top of the line funnel for this chick to get subs on OF. It's blatantly obvious.
I don't know what's more beautiful, the fireworks or you.
I don't know if Lacey is like, you know, in on the shtick or not, or if he's just like blind to being used for that kind of stuff, but who knows?
I don't think they care. Honestly, I think all they see is dollar signs and probably a little bit of sex, you know? And then everybody's gonna forget, there's gonna be a crash out, we're gonna move on.
Either way, McKinley would appear on his streams, they'd be flirting all the time, he set up picnics for her. At the end of the day, he just wants to make content, and obviously he's getting the added bonus effect of, oh look, he's bringing out Jack Doherty's ex-girlfriend, and you know, the internet hates Jack, so it's kind of funny.
That makes roll.
Are you kidding me?
I had a little picnic on the beach. I had to set it up.
Nice.
Of course.
This is so cringe and so awkward. Who is into watching shit like this? This actually makes me feel gross.
Cute. Aww.
I don't know
This is so the most romantic thing I've ever done.
Really?
Yeah,
This is a picnic.
I know.
And of course, Jack really reacts to this, and this is where his desperation starts to show, because while standing
I've never seen Jack Doherty take her on no picnic.
right next to his now current girlfriend, Christina, Jack decided to donate to Lacey's stream. Not once, but at least twice.
If you gift some more subs. Gift a sub, chat. Gift one sub. That's all he's getting now.
They're closed for babies. I'm not going on that right after. Yeah, I'm going on a roller coaster after that being closed.
What's higher, chat? Body count or view count? No, I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, he's got a point there. Body count or view count. They're probably about the same, you know?
For both rides to be closed for babies, are you kidding me? And the petting zoo. Like everything you wanted.
They gift him a sub. Five more incoming. 5 more subs incoming. Guys, should I gift more subs?
Okay, Drew, can you check the rides in Pandora? Wait.
Oh, he's right there, okay. Who? Baby.
Unbelievable.
W little baby. Show.
Seriously,
Okay,
Disney?
yeah.
Dude, this whole situation is weird and cringe. I don't know, man. It's fucking. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't stalk my ex's stream. I don't even think they were actually dating. I think it was just like a facade.
Dude, I mean, the secondhand embarrassment here is absolute mind-boggling. Like, imagine being so down bad for your ex-girlfriend that you're throwing money, not at her, but at the guy she's going on dates with.
Yeah, it's actually embarrassing. And everybody around him is like, I guess, hyping him up and not telling him no. They're all a bunch of yes men. Probably because he'd fire them if they went against anything that he said. And that's why they're always like following him around whenever he commits felonies or get involved in his fake robbery schemes.
All while your current girlfriend is standing right next to you. I mean, no wonder this dude is out here saying he's spending $500,000 on chains, because clearly he really has to compensate for something.
Yeah, and she's standing there taking it because she doesn't care. She's only in it for the money. Like, she doesn't care if Jack Doherty's weird and cringe and is stalking his ex.
The bar was set so low, but this man just kept dropping it further down. And this wasn't the only time he caught wind from someone in his chat either, because there was another incident where kick streamer Jake Future commented on Jack's stream that he had gone on an e-date with McKinley back in 2022, and Jack responded like this.
Pull up, actually. I don't go. I'll fight you with my broken collarbone. You're such a like. I know the only muscles you have are in your little fingers, bro. Because you're such a keyboard warrior.
Bro, this was like actual high school drama shit, and it just keeps getting worse. Like, dude never grew up. He's still a little kid. It's like he's stuck as that 13-year-old that went up to the Faye's house.
You, all right? I'll your family.
I mean, the
guy's family failed him. His parents failed him.
guy just can't help himself. Every time someone mentions McKinley, he has to engage. Even when his current girlfriend, Christiana, not Timu McKinley as his entire chat calls her. Again, that must suck. Imagine you're dating this girl, it ends, you immediately find a new girl, and then your entire community refers to her as the Timu version of your ex.
he has a community. He has actual fans. That blows my fucking mind. How are they like actually 12-year-olds?
What the hell? What the hell? What the helly? What the hell? What the hell?
Honestly, skill issue on him for cultivating that kind of audience. But back to McKinley and Lacey. She told a story about when she was still together with him and they were robbed at gunpoint. Jack, immediately after this traumatic experience, instead of comforting her, Jack showed up, stuck a camera in her face, and started filming. That is right on brand for this guy, honestly.
Where's all the money? He had a bag. He had a mask.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
He literally put a gun to my head. I almost died. Then he came out but stole my wallet. So like it wasn't that bad.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
That's gotta be traumatizing.
No, it's literally the most traumatizing thing ever. But
Her face, I'm sorry, like I can't get over it. She looks like she's made out of plastic. She looks like she is a toy. She looks incredibly fake. She's got that plastic surgery face going on.
At least it wasn't on camera.
it was on camera.
Oh.
Not the robbery, but like after the fact.
What do you mean?
Like my ex literally filmed it after.
Oh, he didn't turn the stream off?
No.
Of course he didn't, because he's a piece of garbage.
No. He said he wanted me to tell a story to get clips on TikTok, and I said I don't care about that. And I was just like, I'm kind of like traumatized right now. You can literally find it on TikTok, but
that is.
Of course you can find it on TikTok. Of course he fucking did it, and she went with it anyway. Oh man, like could you imagine having your life so ingrained into the internet, like so intertwined with it, that everything, even your most traumatic moments, have to be filmed? Because money's the most important thing.
So if you and I work out, and if I got robbed, would you still stream?
First
like,
of all,
after?
if me and you worked out, you would never be in a position to get robbed.
What a badass, right? Probably. Definitely not a fake robbery.
But obviously, this isn't like a happy ever after love story either, because, you know, clearly this was a top of the line funnel to get attention.
Yeah, and it's not gonna work out. And they're only talking about that to get more clicks and more people talking about it. So dumb. I don't get people who like watch content like that.
Because it turns out while Lacey was saying, hey, he was all cuffed up with this girl and going out with McKinley.
Bro, listen, I'm locked in right now, bro. I'm cuffed. Oh, no more girls. Wait, I didn't hear that. What did you say? You said you're cuffed? No, I'm not cuffed. I'm hanging out with one girl right now.
Yeah, the one that the other dude, right? Yep.
She decided to use his image to promote her content on OF without his permission.
Money! Doing evil shit for money, who cares? We're just gonna destroy each other's lives. Why not?
Allegedly. Lacey then had to clarify that they were just friends, nothing serious ever happened between them, and
Well, I guess it didn't work out.
he had never appeared in any of her adult content. It was all, I guess, clickbait. So not only did she potentially break his heart, but she also kind of put him in a situation where he has a pretty good case against her if he decides to sue her.
Yeah, he's not. He's gonna try and keep that chance open, even though he has none. I don't think he probably doesn't have enough money, and he isn't good looking enough. Kind of fat, probably a little bit too Jewish. He looks like he might be Jewish.
And this is definitely not the first time McKinley has used some questionable strategies, to say the least, to promote herself. Like this clip, she has a podcast type TikTok with a friend who says this.
Who's the most famous person you've done it with?
I actually only have one body, and it was Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah, he's like my only body, but I have herpes now.
Are you kidding me?
What? I think that's actually a lie, unless it's not. I could see Mr. Beast having herpes, like the naturally occurring herpes that he probably contracted when he was a child. I doubt that he got from sexual deviancy, but he might have. Who knows? I wouldn't put it past him. That's crazy though.
He really unleashed the beast.
Yeah, he unleashed my beast.
That's fucking gross.
The bar was low, but really, they have to keep on lowering it? Is this really how we're promoting our content now? Really? Well, you don't need to be a part of an intelligence agency to know that this woman is lying through her teeth here.
She might not be though. I don't believe her, but she might not be. You know, there's a chance.
here. It's actually kind of baffling that they would actually be this reckless and go through and actually post this, as I didn't make up anything, but I still got sued, and you can take it from me, getting sued sucks. But honestly, after seeing that video, they kind of deserve it if they're lying like that just to promote her OF content. And of course, McKinley is friends with a girl who uses her younger brother, who is a minor, to promote her OF.
What the fuck? Yeah, it's just evil deeds all around. They're all fucking demons. Like, are you serious? And everybody who watches the content and gives them money are just part of the evil game, and they don't care. They probably know. They're like, how can you be a fan of a prostitute? I don't get it.
So naturally, she goes for a similar strat.
Would you rather have this girl or this Urus?
I'm taking that Urus.
Urus?
Yep.
All right. Would you rather have this girl or this McLaren? McLaren? Oh, okay. All right. Well, sorry. All right. Would you rather have this girl or this blue Lambo?
Well, they got him started young. He's already got all the makings of a huge douchebag.
Lambo.
Still? Not good enough for you?
No.
Oh my gosh.
So
he's got that face, like, oh, other girls love me.
So that video was actually made while she was dating Jack and, you know, signed or involved in his agency. So I wouldn't even be surprised if he orchestrated that. But using a 12-year-old to promote that kind of content is absolutely unacceptable. The signs were there all along, even before Lacey noticed. But this is apparently how Lacey responded to Jack's donations.
Jack Doherty calls Lacey broke, says he would never be able to afford what he can. Well, you think I'd give a... That's the issue with him, is he thinks everything in the world is about money when it's not. I'd rather have less...
That's true. That is so true. But that's why you and that chick ain't gonna work out, because you ain't got any money. That's why she left Jack.
Money and be a decent human being and be him and have more money.
Yeah, well, that chick's not into that, so, like, you kind of fucked on that one, buddy.
That's what y'all are saying check calm for? You think I care what that little pipsqueak says about me?
Yeah.
The way he says that, yeah, I kind of think that you do care.
Valid response. And this entire thing perfectly sums up everything wrong with Jack Doherty.
Yeah. I don't know the FaZe guy, but he's probably a douche also. I don't know. He might not be. People might like him. But he did try and date an OnlyFans girl.
As a person and honestly as a content creator. Jack's only problem is he's built this entire personality around having money. So now that he's making less money, it's clearly very much eating at his ego.
Yeah, could you imagine when he's got like absolutely broke what he's gonna be like? Oh man, he's still gonna be streaming and like maybe homeless, and he's gonna be dirty, and his looks are about to start fading, because whenever you look like that and you base your life around money, once you start losing your money, you stop looking like you have money, but you try and look like you got money still, you know? I could see him getting into plastic surgery, just destroying his life. I hope he doesn't do that. That'd actually be terrible.
I feel like now that he's making less money, he's like overcompensating by like recklessly spending to show, hey guys, look, I still have money. I promise I still have money, guys. Even though, I mean, odds are this guy's set for life. No matter.
Yeah, he's set for life, maybe. But maybe he's going to start seeing his funds go up when he starts crashing out more, because he's going to have more viewers telling him to crash out. Then we're going to have a whole nother Vitaly and Johnny Somali situation on our hands.
Matter what, but still, he treats relationships like business transactions. From time to time, he commits felonies on live streams without even thinking about the consequences. And I guess it's kind of understandable, because these consequences haven't even caught up to him. Because I guess when you're also surrounded by yes men, your entire identity is based on getting reactions from others online, there's no real incentive to stop. Maybe someday things will eventually catch up to him, but who knows if he'll actually take that as an opportunity to mature. Either way, this will probably not be our last video on this guy, because I have a feeling he's gonna do some absolute dumb shit in the near future.
I can see him getting arrested in the future for doing some dumb, crazy Vitaly Johnny Somali shit. Jack Doherty is so cooked, man. I don't know. And all of his viewers, they're cooked. I don't get it. This whole thing is weird. That's all I got. Buy a t-shirt down there in the description. I'm out.